about ending domestic violence, rape, and sexual abuse. And we know that there's not one formula that fits everybody. That the way in which you really help is by having a broad spectrum of services that can then be tailored to help the individual who needs our assistance.
I came to the shelter after I had a brutal fight with my ex and I couldn't return home. I made my first call about my abuse to my mother that night, and she told me that I needed to come to SafePlace because they would be able to help me, they would be able to house myself and the children and give us a safe place to be until we could figure out what we needed to do next. And I just remember the desperate and hopeless feeling I had, but after I talked to the counselors here, they just gave me all sorts of hope about, you know, what I could do next.
I lost my closest childhood friend because of domestic violence. Her husband told her that they would never get a divorce. She went to pick up her children. She rang the doorbell. He opened the door and put 6 bullets in her head.
As a young woman, I was sexually assaulted by 2 men on the same night who basically took me out and got me drunk. As I've been working with people with disabilities, I've come to realize that we're not just dealing with issues of violence against women. We're dealing with issues of violence against women and other at-risk populations.
There was a teenage boy in the neighborhood who ended up babysitting for me. The first time I saw pornography, he showed it to me. The first time I tasted liquor, he gave it to me. And after a couple of years, he started raping me. I guess by the time the actual rape started happening, I was probably 8.
They took us to this area, and basically it has a little kitchen in it. It's got like a couch and a living area. It also has a TV, and I just remember coming here, and it was probably the best sleep I'd had in months, because it was the first time that I was able to actually rest and feel like I was safe.
They can have the time both for respite, for self-care, and for regeneration, and for building a life that's new for themselves and their family, and of their choosing, a life that is violence-free and independent and self-sufficient. The number of children served by SafePlace is startlingly high. In fact, we serve more children than adults. Keeping kids safe is incredibly important. It's also our opportunity to do prevention. Our goal is that children learn that violence doesn't have to be expected. We can teach and model another way.
Think about the number of survivors and the statistics that you hear on a regular basis. Now double that, triple that. That's how many more are out there now. They need to know that they have a place they can go. They need to know that there's a number that they can call. That hotline alone is one of the most powerful things that SafePlace could possibly offer.
Without SafePlace, I probably would have gone back to that situation. I would have believed him again, and I probably would not be here today. I would be dead.
Without SafePlace, I'm not sure if I'd be here right now.